Greetings, mortals. I am Knight Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Fire Force, chapter 283. A Shadow of the Trump Card. Consider the fact this has card in the title, I'm guessing this is going to be a chapter that's going to focus a lot on Joker. Especially considering the fact Joker seemed to have disappeared in the last couple of chapters. So yeah, anyways, let's get into this chapter. So the first battle we see a face with a circle in one eye and an X on the other. I wonder who could that be hinting at. And then we have the page saying the strongest laughs as he spreads despair. I wonder who this is. Who is referring to the strongest? And then we start this chapter off with Tamaki still in the bikini, looking at something as we get some about the narration be like, Soul's doppelganger is defeated. Now what this man sees is. Which is also probably seeing a bikini wearing Tamaki. And then we have Juggernaut regain consciousness. Supposedly he didn't participate in the fight at all. Be like, huh? A goddess? Kinda. And somebody's like, what are you talking about? Just get up. And Joe's like, oh, Kutatsu. And then we have Tamaki saying, like, you came here for my sake. And Joe's like, huh? And then we have Tamaki be like, that's what you said, right? And Joe's like, responds with, oh yes, that's right. And then Talk is starting to blush at her, and she's like, that made me a bit happy, so I'm willing to go on a date with you. I wonder if she's gonna be a tsundere now. I think she was already a bit of a tsundere beforehand with Shino, but now I'm really more getting that feel from her. And then Jonas blush for being like, huh? And then we have Tamaki slapping on his back, like, stop saying huh to everything, how annoying. And I was like, sorry. And then we had a happy expression from John, being like, nice, I got a date with Kotatsu. Which actually something I believe was since like she got introduced at the end of investigating the company one, as Talk is a bit blushing and a bit annoyed. And then we get a panel of a bunch of I guess buildings on fire, as Obi starts saying there's still a large scale fire going on in the area district. Alex says it's probably another doppelganger that manifested along with Assault. And they were like Joker went that way to investigate, but if he has to go against a high level doppelganger, I can only hope he's fine. And we see a bit of streets as we see a bit of cuts, a flame on the wall, as we see someone on the floor, as we see Joker. I guess he already defeated the doppelganger he was fighting against. Kind of disappointing. Oh wait, no! It seems that he was actually fighting. There are actually two Jokers. So I guess we have Joker saying like, my own doppelganger? I'm a bit surprised to see Joker's doppelganger. Joker being the one who manifests. I don't believe that many people who actually know of him. Again, kind of weird. And then we see Joker on the floor as he grits his teeth and goes up to strike him. And then the Joker's like, why are you so damn strong? Which is true. What we've seen of the rest of the doppelgangers, they seem to either be equal or way weaker than their original host. So why would Joker's doppelganger be the exception? And then we see Joker's doppelganger be like so slow as he dodges Joker, or at least goes behind Joker, and then he sends a couple of cars at Joker to send him away as he causes blood, which sends the real Joker into the wall. And then we have the doppelganger Joker be like, how pathetic, like Mr. Real Deal. Which I wonder was actually something that he mentioned before when they started Clash, and this is the first time we see it. And they have Joker being like, so this is how people see me. What a damn nuisance. Do people think I'm some kind of a monster or what? As the doppelganger sold Joker sends a couple of cards at him. Now I wonder if this Joker saying, do people think of me as some kind of monster or what? Is supposed to reference, it depends on how people view you in terms of power when it comes to these doppelgangers. Because from what we've seen, because if you really think about it, the people who manifest it, like, they are known to be very powerful, and that's probably how some people view them as. But it's not like they are viewed as all powerful, some like mystical creatures in terms of power, something like that. Which might actually be how Joker is seen by a lot of people because he's like, I mean, Joker is definitely more badass way of demonstrating himself than he really is. Like, Joker seems to acknowledge Banero would kick his ass. Like, Burns would kick his ass. That's been shown multiple times. So, people's view and the way how Joker acts is generally like, you would think he is on that level, but it's clear that he's not. And that seems to be the case where we see, especially when it comes to his doppelganger, his doppelganger sends his cards and all of them just strike and the real Joker. And they have the real doppelganger Joker saying, "You peeked into a door with that eye, didn't you? Why resist when you know that only the spear is coming?" And then the real Joker responds with, "I'm a seeker. I have a duty to stay alive until the very end." And then the doppelganger Joker is like, "You're still standing, huh? That doesn't quite fit into the image that I had of myself." Alright, wait, what? That doesn't fit? Wouldn't that be what people think of it? Him? I guess maybe people will think, oh, this might be something else. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe because Joker looked into the Adola, maybe that's why his doppelganger is a little stronger. I'm not sure exactly. It's getting weirder since what we get with later. And then we have the real Joker be like, "It's not over yet." As the real Joker's like, "What can I do? I can't raise my arm." And then suddenly there's a flash from the covered eye the Joker has. And then we have the doppelganger Joker be like, "Looks like you're out of cards to play." And then we have the real Joker falling down on his ass. As like, "Are you shitting me?" And we see the doppelganger Joker be like, "Can't see any paths to a comeback with that left eye, can you? That's right, you're going to die here." As we see a figure, a demon behind the doppelganger Joker. And then we have the real Joker be like, "There's no way I can win against two of you. I give up." As we see Burns' doppelganger standing over in his badass, keeping his hands crossed, looking down with fire coming from one of his eye, and wearing a badass cape. And then we see a Joker looking up at Burns, and he's like, "Burns." As we see it, Burns' eye on fire. And then we have Joker be like, "I've been peeking into a door this whole time through your eye, but it never suited me to have only one eye. We needed to be together to have the complete set. In the end, it was good to be able to see you." So I guess this is a bit what Joker's been doing throughout this time skip for a bit. And then we have Joker be like, "Being killed by you is the best I could ask for in the middle of this disgrace. Do it!" As he smiles, and then the doppelganger of Burns raises his hand as he strikes a doppelganger Joker right through his gut. And then Joker is shocked at that. He's like, "Huh?" As he looks over and as what's happening as we see this panel with Burns' hand through the doppelganger Joker be like, and then we have doppelganger Joker be like, "Why? Don't tell me you're..." And then we have Burns doppelganger looking at him. He's like, "Did you think I was a doppelganger?" As he sets the doppelganger Joker ablaze and he burns him through. And surprisingly enough, the doppelganger Joker actually has a bit of a smile on his hat as we get the Clover, Spade, Diamond, Heart panels from his exploding body. So yeah. And then we have the real Joker be like, "You kill a doppelganger? Burns, could you be the real Burns?" And then the real doppelganger, well, Burns, let's just say, from what we've seen here, is like, "We haven't met since Future 252. In that fight, I was pulled into a door by my doppelganger, but I kept my sense of self as I merged with my image of in a dollar." And then Joker responds with, "Damn, you're a stubborn old man," which is a bit true. And this really makes it wonder how powerful Burns is gonna be, because we've seen how powerful Dragon is. Imagine Burns, who's already a pretty freakishly powerful individual, plus his doppelganger. Like, if you, this is like insane levels of power, basically. At the end, kind of surprising that Burns is now gonna be apparently an ally from what we've seen. Since you would think that the doppelganger Burns was going to be used to go up against Sinra and Shu to get that kind of conflict, but I guess not. And since the last time we've seen the doppelgangers, I believe there was 5 of them. So I guess this means there's only one left, which is Benimaru. And then we have Burns saying $5 is made of the images of humans. The identity of the evangelist is, as Burns tries to complete, and Burns is about to say what evangelist is. Huh? Interesting. But Joker cuts it out before he can finish it. So yeah, that now raises the question: who is? What is evangelist? I don't know. And then we have Joker just being like, "I know, I've peeked into a door through your eye. I've also seen powerful doppelgangers being born." Huh. Again, I wonder what Evangelist is going to mean. And then we have Joker be like, "There's still 2 left of the doppelgangers that the Great Cataclysm called." And then we see a panel which doesn't really give these doppelgangers any form. I believe we see actually 3 of them in this one, so I'm a bit confused. I'm guessing that one of them might be Burns, although I'm not 100% sure. Like, I thought there was going to be 6 doppelgangers because, there were 6 Cataclysm members, so it would make sense there would be 6 of them, but now there are 5 of them. So, yeah, so one is Benimaru, and there's still one unknown. So, yeah, there's no reason to question who they are. And even Doppelganger Bird's like, "Yes, they are powerful." And he's like, "We must stop them." And then we cut back to Chrono and Nataku, as well as his manager, be like, "Chrono, you're to cooperate with the Fire Force and go get rid of the doppelgangers in the area district." And then we have Chrono be like, "But they're bound to be strong." And Score responds with, "And if our company vanishes along with the world, will you have anywhere to go?" Which is true. As Nataku's like, "Do your best, Mr. Corono." As they just leave. I guess he's like, "Alright, come on, Bella. We have somewhere else to go with you." And Score's like, And Corono then looks in the air, smokes, and then behind him something appears as he immediately glances backwards as he sees Benimaru's doppelganger. As the narration says, the strongest arrives. And the next chapter is gonna be called The Strongest versus the Craziest. And yeah. So, an interesting chapter, and probably better than the whole every chapter in the Assault battle, purely because there's actually more of a progress in the story and all. So yeah. And we also find some things interesting. Like we find out what one of the doppelgangers is, which was Joker, which got immediately killed by the way, which is a bit funny. Then we have found there are two more doppelgangers, possibly three. It was not really real, so it's kind of a bit confusing. But I'm guessing that the third doppelganger is supposed to be a Burns, with the other two being something else. I'm guessing Benny Morrow is the one of the doppelgangers, and I'm guessing he's gonna be probably like the strongest. Like Benny Morrow's doppelganger is gonna take Corono, Joker, Burns, and the real Benny Morrow to fight against. That's what I'm guessing is gonna happen. But in the next couple of chapters. Also, something I should mention about the Benny Morrow here is that unlike what we've seen previously, where I think it was just like he had these weird eyes that he has expanded throughout the entire eye. Now his eyes just seem to be a circle and an X. That's all that his eyes seem to be. Now I'm not sure if that's like visual or if that's supposed to be literal. Like he literally has those eyes. But I guess we will see in the next chapter. But yeah. Now who could be the next doppelganger? Well, my options are still the ones I thought they were going to be from the start. Either Obi, because he's kind of like hope, because he's a spiller and is like person to unite everyone, or Shinra. Either one of the two works for me. Shinra, his doppelganger was built up beforehand, so in that levels makes sense. And doppelganger Obi could be used as like the final battle for Company 8. So yeah, although it's also possible that. Wait a minute. I just remembered. We don't know where Shinra and Shu's mother is. Like, I think she disappeared, so would she be another one? No. No, I'm not sure if would count or not. Or maybe she's the evangelist? I'm not sure. It's very vague so far, so I'm guessing we're gonna get revealed pretty soon. Now, if it's Obi, I'm guessing that Shino's and Shu's mother will come up to have that whole Arrow Shu storyline get solved. But for now, that seems to be about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the chapter and my thoughts. Now, tell me in the comments below what you think about this chapter. Leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.